Welcome everyone to Twitter for Business for LCF Fun Languages, September 2012. So today we're going to cover Twitter, the basics, stats, and what it means to you, how to integrate Twitter into your overall marketing, Twitter etiquette and the most engaging tweets, and some behavioral patterns like why people follow brands and companies and how Twitter influences purchasing decisions. So Twitter, by the numbers, there's 100 million registered accounts and 600,000 people register every single day. It's been in operation since 2006. So nearly over a billion tweets in the last few years. The audience, you might think that the most of the audience is a young, but in fact it's 25 to 34 represents 23%, 18 to 34 represents 44%. They're generally high income earners, and you might think it's mainly male or female based, but female to male ratio is 52%. So it's basically, what is it? It's a useful communication tool that allows you to interact with people around the world. So these might be things that you're thinking about. No one needs to know what I'm doing, or you don't need to broadcast that you're going to the bathroom, or you don't care what other people are doing. But it is the ability to create a short message to a bunch of people publicly, or a short message to a specific person directly. You can do that to them publicly. And you can have a short message to a specific person privately, so you can send them a direct message. So really, Twitter is just a communication tool. If you just think of it like that, and how you choose to use it is entirely up to yourself. So setting up an account, you just simply go to twitter.com and choose a username. You can have a nickname or your own name, put it together, and choose a password. You have to register with an email address. It's one Twitter account per email address. And if the name isn't available, you can actually get usernames will be suggested to say, might put some numbers at the bottom of it. So that really is as simple as it is to set up an account. So once you've got the account set up, then you go through a set of stages where it said, welcome to you, and you can actually put in your own tweet and create that. It has to be less than 140 characters. Step 2 is you can go along and see things that you might be interested in, brands, people. It'll just offer up a bit of a suggestion. You can choose to accept or ignore that. Then you can choose to go to your contacts. It can go into your Gmail, into your Yahoo, into your email accounts, and actually see who else do you know in your contacts that's on Twitter. You can choose to accept or ignore that. And once you've gone through those stages, you're ready to go. If you accept a couple of Twitter accounts, then you'll see those tweets coming up through your Twitter feed. So the basics, like what are you going to tweet about? Well, that's entirely up to yourself. I really recommend in the beginning just following people that you're interested in, your peers, your competitors, people that your clients, and just see what's going on. And you can see the tweets are coming up there on the left hand side. A hashtag is like a qualification. It's almost like if you want to classify your tweets so that they all come up with the same. It's like a bit of like a filing cabinet. And then followers, you can see how many people you're following and they can follow you back. So that's really how you basically use Twitter. A direct message is you can send the message publicly so everyone sees it, or you can choose to do it privately if you want to say, hey Jane, are we catching up this week? You don't need everyone to know that. If you like a tweet and you want to share it, you can retweet that out to everyone that's following you. So it's just a way of extending the communication and sharing it out with everyone. So the power of a follow, it's a signal of interest and intent. So people, when we did the survey, and it's going, you're more likely to buy since becoming a follower or a fan. So 67% of people who are following that brand on Twitter are more likely to buy. And the same, are you more likely to recommend? So if I'm following somebody on Twitter and somebody asks me about them, I'll go, yeah, I'm following them on Twitter and I've seen them over the last few months, what they tweet about. It's a good way to recommend. And that's a great thing that we can use for LCF as well. So let's look at the followers. So why do people follow brands, and how does Twitter influence those brands and purchasing decisions? So reasons people follow is to look for discounts and promotions to get some free things. So we can offer our Twitter followers something that we don't offer anyone else. It's some fun and entertainment. I usually suggest that you just look at the look at your Twitter feed like you'd look at your email. You know, have it on your phone, get the app, and just check it on your phone. And that's a great way of just checking in and see what's going on in the world around you that you're following. You can get an update on sales and events. And so these are all the reasons that people would tweet. As you can see, nobody's put up here, I'm on Twitter because I want to see what the celebrities are doing. You know, it's a very specific reason that you use Twitter, and that's what you get out of it. Twitter followers are more likely to recommend and take action. Yeah, so like you know, if you have seen somebody's tweet and you like it, you might go to their website. You might even be interested in purchasing. It has helped the sales, which is fundamentally what we're about. So how can you use it for your business? You can develop and promote your business. You can interact with your customer database, offering deals, specials, track what people are saying about your company. You can create a buzz about upcoming events. You know, you can invite people, and you can empower your employees to act as liaisons to the public. So when LCF is tweeting at head office, you can set up your own Twitter account and help share the buzz around the main account. It can also help you create relationships with bloggers and journalists and potential PR placement. I personally have got work out of Twitter because somebody will post up, hey, does anyone want to do this work? And I've responded and I've got the work from it. So it's a great way of getting extra business for your company. So some points to consider, you know, when you're sitting down, don't open a Twitter account for the sake of it. You've got to have your goals. What do you want to achieve out of it? Write a list of things that you could potentially, you know, do this all away from your computer. Just sit down and have a think about it. What hashtags would you call it? Would it be hashtag French for Kids? So that you're always talking about what's going on in the industry for French for Kids and teaching and stuff. You choose your keywords like French for Kids. You would have a phrase, you know, what maybe some quotes and things. Create a schedule. How often are you going to do it? Ask yourself their frequency. What tone? Are you going to be fun? Are you going to be casual? Are you going to be corporate? You know, do you decide what it's going to look like? And then the tactics. And big part, listen. You know, don't go in there with the intention of, oh, I've got to create something. Just go in and listen and see what people are talking about. So the secrets to success is to include a link. So including a link that brings it back to the website. You can have a quote in there and it just says the quote, but you really want people to include a link for deeper engagement. Creating a hashtag so you can classify all the tweets is really handy. You know, featuring what's happening new and new news and right up to the information. Use a direct call to action, you know, buy here, visit our website, actually tell people what you need to do. Using a bit of a headline and sort of grabbing people's attention is also a very good thing. New products, launching something that hasn't been launched before. It's people pick up on that a lot. Asking questions, finding more out about your database. Or you can have a contest or a game. So you can see there the different levels of engagement and what gets a better response. This could be something you could print out and have close by when you're going, what'll I tweet about? So some etiquette here for you is to maintain a complete and current bio. When you're updating your profile, make sure you've got a link to LCF. Make sure you've got all your information there, maybe to your page on the LCF website. Don't shorten your URL on your bio page. Make sure that that's a full link to the website. Look at all the links. Make sure click the links that you're tweeting. Make sure that they're not spam. Yeah, which is in the next point, number 4. Use good manners. Just like in the offline world, if you wouldn't say it to the person directly, don't put it on Twitter. Don't direct message anything that might appear to be spam. People get enough of that in their email box. And just like real life, stay away from controversial subjects, politics and religion, all that kind of stuff. You know, there's a space and a time for that. Don't buy into the personal or business attacks. We've had a lot of that in the news recently. They're called trolls, where basically they're just technically faceless bullies. And, you know, everyone loves a bit of a spat and then everyone slows down. You don't want to cause that kind of attention. Just pick up the phone. If somebody said something that you're not happy with, or they've made a complaint, get on the phone. Do not do it in front of Twitter. Big thing is just have fun and make some more money for your company and for LCF and your business. So as per usual, if you've got any questions, you can just get in touch with me, just Clodagh at getfocusconsulting.com.au, and I'll see you all online.